Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to my channel. This is Magic, and today we're going to be talking about Britney Spears. I already pre-recorded this reading. It's pretty long, but I am going to include timestamps in the description box below so you guys can jump around and, to the different topics that you guys find interesting. But I would like to say that this is for entertainment purposes only. Everything here is alleged, nothing is factual. We're just here to see what the cards have to say about the situation or situations and see what, see things kind of through Spirit's eyes. But, I hope you guys enjoy it, but I will talk to y'all later. Give us some clarity on what's going on with Britney Spears mentally and emotionally. What's going on with Britney Spears mentally and emotionally? What's going on with Britney Spears mentally and emotionally? What's going on with Britney Spears mentally and emotionally? To be honest, I feel like she's trying to hold it together the best way that she knows how. I think she's trying to take every day as they come and kind of go slowly and kind of just, be at peace with herself and kind of bring everything back to the center, which is her. Mentally, I don't know. I just feel like it's really shaky, but I feel like she's trying to overcome that. But I just feel like there may be a lot on her plate, especially with now everything being her responsibility in order for her to take care of herself. It's like I'm feeling like she's really trying hard to keep it together. Really, really, really trying hard to keep it together. Here you go. I feel like she does a lot of meditating, a lot of spiritual work, which allows her to be a little bit more grounded and connected. I feel like she's trying to go through a non-traditional route of trying to heal herself. And I'm not sure if she's still seeing like a therapist, a psychiatrist, or even taking any medication, but I'm feeling like there is some kind of alternative route of trying to heal the self, trying to balance the self, and trying to get her mind and her root under control. Her root meaning that I feel like trying to overcome trauma that's happened in the past, and trying to kind of unpaint herself as this unkept, unhealthy person who doesn't know how to take care of themselves. I think that that's really where she's trying to be, in a place of peace and trying to move on from the past. I definitely feel that there's people around her that is preventing her from making that transition, because if she does that and is successful in it, then they definitely can't take control of her anymore or take advantage of her or anymore or make money off of her anymore. I definitely feel like that is a huge thing. I definitely feel like there is an issue with being able to trust people, because people that she's trusted or people around her that she should be able to trust have taken advantage of her for far too long. And now she's trying to, in the position or in the transition of taking her power back. But I just don't think it's been an easy one. I think she's tired of feeling like the outsider, tired of not being able to express herself without being, what is that word that I want to say? Criticized or condemned. And I think it's just going to take a lot of patience on her behalf in order for her to really be in a place to where she's truly, truly happy. And I don't think it's beneficial for her to stop therapy. She could definitely like transition to another therapist and not keep the same therapist or psychiatrist that she's had before, and maybe get someone that's a little bit more wholesome, that's a little bit more in alignment with her beliefs. But I just don't think letting that aspect go is going to be a great choice. I definitely feel like there's a lot of baggage that she needs to release, but the help of somebody would be beneficial. But I just don't think that's her where she wants to be right now. I think she really wants to be alone. I think she wants to find her own path. I feel like she feels as if though there's been too many people in control of her already. There's been too many people telling her what's wrong with her already, or too many people trying to direct her life already, to the point where she doesn't even want that anymore, regardless if it's coming from a good place or not. I just feel like she's kind of done with that and kind of wants to experience it for herself. You know, how is she going to heal herself, and how is she going to do it in a space, in a place that's beneficial for her? I just think that she's tired of being, I don't know, minimized. You know, like, it's just like when you've gone through a lot and feel like you really haven't been heard, or have an inability to be able to speak your mind the way you want to. It really does take a toll on you. And when you have the ability to do so, it's like you really hold on to that really, really tightly and don't let go. And, it's just, she just doesn't trust anybody. I mean, I don't really blame her. I don't really blame her. Let's see what else we can get from this. What else can you tell us about Britney Spears' mental space and emotional space at this point in time? Okay, what's this one saying? Okay, we have playfulness, the burden. We are the world. So I just think that there has been a burden to not be able to express herself fully. And I just think she doesn't want to be anybody's show animal anymore. I just think that maybe she's felt like a clown this whole time. You know what I mean? Like somebody who puts on a show for other people. And it's been burdensome, and she doesn't want to do that anymore. She may kind of back away from that. From that aspect. There might be some traveling involved as well. Maybe like vacationing, taking lots of vacation space just to clear the mind. Yeah, it's just like this overuse of power, like just, like she's over that, like trying to be forced to perform, forced to really just kind of be put out there for the world to see, and just being abused in that nature. It's really sad at the end of the day. It really is. It really, really is. All right, give me 3 more cards, and we're gonna close out this topic and move on to something else. Give me 3 more cards so we can close out this reading on Britney Spears' mental space at the moment. Yeah, I'm just feeling as if though she's just focusing on herself, trying to go with the flow and try to put things together and kind of grow from this point forward. She just wants to be in a place of peace where things can come together on their own. She just doesn't want to feel forced to do anything, and she just kind of wants to figure it out by herself. She's really, really focused on trying to figure it out by herself. And it's kind of like trying to go between going fast and going slow. If that makes any sense. She just really wants to take one day at a time to kind of really put things into perspective for herself so it doesn't become overwhelming. But I definitely feel like she's in a space of where she wants to do this for herself, by herself. She definitely doesn't want anybody in control of her and her life and her mindset anymore. And she just wants to find a different way of doing that. And I feel like it's very unconventional, and it could be more spiritual related versus, going to a therapist, going through a psychiatrist and taking medications. I feel like she's in a place where she really wants that. She really actually views that side of her to be very, very creative. And she's trying to be able to figure out a way to blend those things together to her advantage, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I just feel like she wants to blend all that together for her advantage. She just doesn't want to be held back in any way, shape, or form. Most definitely not. Okay, but anyway, that's that. We're going to move on to the other question. I wanted to see kind of the situation between her and her sister and kind of see, how she feels about that and how Jamie Lynn also feels about, the situation at hand. I know Jamie Lynn wrote a book or is writing a book about the situation, and I know Britney Spears ain't having it, ain't having her degrade her in any way, shape, or form. So we're going to just see, kind of how Britney Spears feels about her sister. Okay, Britney Spears, how do you feel about Jamie Lynn right now? How do you feel about Jamie Lynn right now? How does Britney Spears feel about Jamie Lynn at this point in time? Let's just say the Nine of Cups. Emotionally, she is not having it. Emotionally, she is not having it. She is totally emotionally detached from the situation and detached from trying to work anything out with her sister at this time. And I just feel like she just feels detached from her family completely, emotionally. It's a complete emotional detachment at this time. I don't know if there's ever a chance of it coming back together, but emotionally, How does Britney Spears feel about Jamie Lynn at this time? We have the death and rebirth. And then we have Four of Cups. I think that Jamie Lynn may be wanting to kind of rekindle something with Britney Spears. There may be some kind of offering, some kind of communication, or some type of wanting to open up and discuss about things that have happened in the past. And I honestly don't think that Britney Spears wants to have any parts of it. I think there may have even been a reaching out, and I just don't think that Britney Spears wants any parts of it at all. Britney Spears, how do you feel about this book that Jamie Lynn is writing or has written about you? Sorry, I don't know if it's been written or is already in the process of. Britney Spears, how do you feel about Jamie Lynn's book that she is writing? I think that she feels as if though this is like they're losing out on money, to be honest with you. I think Jamie Lynn and the rest of the family is losing out on money now that they don't have any control over Britney Spears or her finances anymore. I just feel like they're losing out on money, or the money is dwindling down, and this is an opportunity to get or to gain out of the situation, and once again off of Britney Spears. I mean, it's like a never-ending story, it seems like. And I feel like this book must be saying something about like from childhood all the way up until now. And there must be some kind of like twisting of the truth in this situation. Almost like a selling of the soul, like selling of the soul type energy. I just feel like there's definitely a dwindling of money. The whole family is losing out on money, and this is an opportunity to gain more off of Britney Spears' name and her situation. And there's some like flipping of stories or storytelling or lies within that book. And this book is talking about things that happen from childhood all the way up until now. Okay. Let's see. Britney Spears, what about this book that you disagree with? What about this book that you disagree with? Honestly, she doesn't want no parts of it. I think it's like one of those things like keep my name out of your mouth type situation. Find something else to make money off of. Find something else to work off of. Like, don't pull off of my misery to make money. Don't lie on me to make money. Just leave me alone. Like, I just feel like this is like there may be some truth in there, but this is like twisting of the truth or stretching of the truth. It's just like, do you not have any other talents to use this besides writing a book off of stuff that's happened to me? I don't know. Let's see. Britney Spears, can you tell us, how do you feel about, this whole situation leading up to this point? Your whole conservatorship leading up to, I think it was like November when your conservatorship was over. Like, how do you feel about that? Like, can you just give me kind of like an overview? It's really weird how I'm getting directed to kind of read this. It's like take one card from the top and then one from the bottom. Look at this. So she's the Six of Wands. I mean, she definitely feels like release. And more like she could be like herself. Like she's in a position to where she feels like she could be successful for Britney and only Britney. Nobody else but Britney. This is like the I always see the Six of Wands as my resurrection card. Definitely like arisen from the dead. You know what I mean? Like a new freedom or new lease on life to where she can just be free to be herself and express herself and do the things that she wants to do, not what everybody else wants her to do. Then we have the Hierophant in reverse. I definitely feel like this is, you know, her light not being dimmed anymore. Her not being forced to be, how do I want to say, what is that word? Closed off or like a recluse. Like that's the word I want to use. Yeah, this is her. Okay, so I feel like during that whole time, she was in the Hierophant mode, but she's ascended up these stairs. She's ascended up these stairs into this light, into this Six of Wands energy. Okay, so she doesn't need to be in this Hierophant energy anymore. She doesn't need to be secluded, you know, away from society. She doesn't need to be in this energy anymore because she has her power back. Let's see. So we have the Empress in reverse. And then we have the Fool card. I just feel like this is the energy of taking a chance on herself. You know, just really doing things differently. I just feel like there's this unconventional energy about her now. It's just like, you know, it's no longer the title that the world has put on her or the title that she's been made to wear this whole time or the label that she's been made to wear this whole time. Like she just kind of wants to let that go and really express who she is. And I don't think she's been able to do that even as a child. I don't think she's been able to really truly express herself the way she's wanted to. I feel like even as a child before this conservatorship that there was some kind of, you know, controlling aspect there. I just don't think she was able to really express herself the way she really, really wanted to. And even though the world saw her in a certain light before the conservatorship, I just don't think that was truly her either. So now she's just taking the chance on herself. Now she's taking the chance to do things differently. Okay. Let's see. What else do I want to ask? What do you plan to do to keep yourself balanced as far as your mental state? Britney Spears, what do you plan to do to keep yourself balanced as far as your mental state? What do you plan to do to keep yourself balanced as far as your mental state? Have the Nine of Pentacles. This is kind of, okay, so I take it like that. So the Nine of Pentacles is about someone who's, I mean, extremely successful, can stand on her own, can do her own, can be her own person, really doesn't need the help of anybody. You know what I mean? And all eyes is really on that person. And I just kind of feel like she feels renewed or born again. Like, I really just feel like that energy. And it's so funny that these cards kind of fall on top of each other. So you have like this Nine of Pentacles here, and then you have this Six of Wands. Okay, and this white dress is about purity, and this, I believe that's a white owl, that's about wisdom. And I definitely feel there's some kind of spiritual aspect here of like trying to really kind of just hold her own, stand on her own, and do things in a different way. Then we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. I just feel like there's going to be some type of moving on from this hurt and pain from the past, but it's definitely going to take some time. Like, I feel like she's going to be in a place of like kind of reliving some of this stuff for a while, and it's not going to be easy. She's definitely going to have her ups and downs, her good days and her bad days. But I just don't feel like it's something that she cannot get through. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Ace of Wands. So there may be, there may be something creative that she's doing behind the scenes, but not really talking too much about. I feel like a lot of this is keeping it to herself. Something that's really secret and under wraps. Like, that she's working on, working towards. But I think it's going to come out in due time. I think it's going to come out in due time. What is this that you're working on? What is this that you're working on? Why is the Page of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Wands in reverse? What is that about? I just feel like this space of freedom, like wanting to get over all of these negative thoughts. And a lot of this has to do with the past. It's kind of like releasing all of this stuff. And I don't know, there's something about travel and going to different places and letting that be like some kind of outlet to kind of release some of this stuff that's been built up. It's definitely like wanting to release all of this stuff that's been happening to her over the years. But anyways, I'm going to leave that at that, and we're going to get into Jamie Lynn's energy and see, where she's coming from with all of this. All right, Jamie Lynn. What is your side to this situation between you and your sister, Britney Spears? Like, how are you feeling about Britney Spears, Jamie Lynn? How does Jamie Lynn feel about Britney Spears? She's trying to take advantage of her. I'm sorry, but Jamie Lynn is definitely trying to take advantage of her. But Britney Spears is like, not no more, you're not. Not no more, you're not. Because we have this Five of Swords. This is somebody who is going to try to win at all costs, no matter what. This is somebody who likes to play dirty. And then you have this nine of wands. Nine of wands is about being at the end but having one more fight in you. And since it's in the reverse, it's like like, no, you're not. Like, I'm not about to play these games with you, and you're not about to do this to me no more. Like, that's the kind of energy that I'm getting. All right. I don't know, Jamie Lynn. Right now is the time to plead your case. Plead your side. So we have the Page of Cups. I think the daddy's behind some of this stuff here. I think the daddy is behind some of this stuff here. Yeah. This dad is something else. He does not like the fact that Britney Spears has her own independence. He does not like the fact that Britney Spears has his own independence. It's like they want her to be seen as this person who cannot take care of themselves. It's like they want her to be seen as somebody who is mentally unstable. You know? Like, it just seems like that's where they want her to be. That's where they want her to be. And it's like, See, Britney Spears is gonna make sure that shit is fair and just from this point forward. Like, she's really trying to heal herself from this situation. And it's like they don't want her to. They do not like the fact that she has her own independence and that she's free. I mean, this card came up for Britney Spears on her reading, on her side. And so did this Three of Swords. And then we have this Justice card here. And I also want to say that I feel like Jamie Lynn is kind of upset that she wasn't as talented as Britney Spears. And I think that's another reason why this added fuel to the fire for why things are the way they are between the two of them. It's a really backstabbing energy. It's like, I don't know. I feel like there's always kind of been this underlying battle between the two of them. And I think there's some kind of resentment there, you know, that she wasn't the famous one or wasn't the popular one or something like that. And that has some kind of interference with what's going on right now between the two and what has been going on between the two of them. Jamie Lynn, why did you write this book? What was the purpose of you writing this book about? What was the purpose of you writing this book, Jamie Lynn? What was the purpose of you writing this book? I feel like this was kind of, one of those things like a tell-all book. Like, after everything went down, there was no money to be had. You know what I mean? There's like a loss of money, but still trying to gain control over situation. The only way to do that was to write a tell-all book. Because there's like a loss of control over a situation. And it's like kind of like pulling at straws to kind of still maintain that control some kind of way, somehow, some way. Then you have the Two of Swords here, the Two of Pentacles. I think this was something that she battled herself about doing. Like, I feel like she knew it was wrong, but at the same time, she was trying to make money as well. And she kind of like, I think the money won. To be honest, I think the money won. Yeah, because it's kind of funny. You have this 5 of Swords here, there's 3 of Pentacles, and then 2 of Swords at the bottom. I just feel like it didn't matter if it didn't matter anyways, because it's like their relationship was already kind of like fucked to begin with. And it's like, so what? So what if I write this book? You know what I mean? What's the worst that can happen? You know, we already don't get along. So what's the worst that can happen after this? Here we go. This night, a lot of these cards are overlapping. From Britney Spears over to Jamie Lynn. So you have this Knight of Cups here as well. So what is this? Yeah, I mean, I just feel like there is like no emotional connection anymore between the two. Like, I feel like it is, but it's not. It is, but it's not. And I feel like if Jamie Lynn were to reach out to Britney Spears, it's not going to be fruitful anyway. Nothing's going to come out of it anyway. I feel like too much has been done. Too much has been said. Okay. Let's see. Let me just ask a question here. I want to know, will Britney Spears and Jamie Lynn Spears like hash this out? Will Jamie Lynn Spears and Britney Spears hash this out? We'll see. Let's see. It's kind of sideways. So we have the 8 of Cups. Ooh, we have the 8 of Wands. Put it sideways because it's topsy-turvy. I don't know. There's a lot of 8s here. There's a lot of 8s here. Will Jamie Lynn Spears and Britney Spears work out their differences between each other? Will Jamie Lynn and Britney Spears work out their differences with each other? I think they will. But it's going to take some time. It's going to go very, very slow. Because I feel like one of them is ready to walk away no matter what kind of emotions are there. No matter what kind of ties are there. I just feel like one of them is ready to walk away and not give no fucks. And that's just off of pure emotion right now. But I think that there's a chance of them coming back together because, all right, so you have the 8 of Cups here. Okay. In order to make a 10 of Cups, you need 2 more cups, right, from an 8. So over here, you have the 2 of Cups. And then 8 is all about passion and movement. Okay. I just think that it's something that's going to really take some time. I just don't think it's going to happen overnight. I honestly don't. I don't feel like this is something that's going to happen overnight at all. But I definitely do feel like they will be able to kind of work things out. Let me see. I kind of want, since I'm already in doing it, let's see. Let's do a check-in between Brittney and Sam, I believe that's his name. How is Britney Spears' relationship with Sam at the moment? How is Brittney's relationship with Sam at the moment? Let's see. I don't know. I feel like this is... I don't know. I don't really know, to be honest. And I'm not sure if she really knows. I think the more the focus is not necessarily on her end. I don't think the focus is necessarily on the relationship. I think the focus is more so on her and her maintaining her freedom and her peace of mind. Because you have this eight of swords in reverse, and eight of swords is about someone feeling stuck, and they're not really stuck. And I just think that she, now that she has this new sense of freedom, I'm not sure how much of that she's gonna want to uphold out of fear that there may be another lack of freedom, I don't know. I think she's more focused right now on her peace and her freedom. I think that Sam, the guy, he's really trying his hardest to kind of water this relationship and make sure that it stays grounded and it stays growing, So I think there's just kind of like two different mixes of energy right now. This Five of Pentacles, it could really go either way, to be honest. It really can go either way. I think the potential is there, but I just feel like, what I'm seeing when I see this is really weird. So I have this Five of Pentacles here, right? And then I have this Ace of Pentacles. In my mind, I'm thinking about, I don't even know those exist anymore, but the gumball machines where you put like a coin in and then you get gum out. I don't know if there is going to be an exchange for opportunity for something more. I don't know if that's... Okay, let's just see. Does Britney Spears want this relationship with Sam? Does Britney Spears want this relationship with Sam? Because I feel like he's offering it, but I don't know if this is something... I feel like he's offering it, and I feel like he's putting in the work, too. Does Britney Spears want this relationship with Sam? I think she wants whatever brings her peace and balance, whatever brings her truth, whatever brings her truth and peace, tranquility, balance, whatever brings her that's what she wants in her life. If you're bringing her drama, if you're bringing her things that are against her beliefs or what she feels or things of that nature, she doesn't want any parts of it. But if you're being honest with her, if you're being truthful with her, if you're being open with her, if you bring balance to her life, then she's willing to have you in her life. I don't know. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see here. Sam, do you want to be with Britney Spears? Does Sam want to be with Britney Spears? Does Sam want to be with Britney Spears? I feel like he's fighting for this relationship to stay together. I really do. I think he's fighting for this relationship to stay together. And it's almost like a bending over backwards, so to say, to kind of be understanding of everything that's going on, understanding of like the transition that Britney's going through right now in her life, and him just trying to be as strong as he possibly can, even if that means kind of walking around on eggshells to kind of make things work. Let's see what's going to be the outcome of Britney Spears and Sam's relationship. What is going to be the outcome of Britney Spears and Sam's relationship? I don't see it ending I don't see it ending as of right now. But I also see someone who might be... Okay, see, we can't be doing this anymore. Okay, no, we can't be doing this anymore. That's why that came out at the beginning. We can't be doing this anymore. So I don't see it. We cannot be doing this anymore. Okay. So that's why I saw it the way that I saw. He is a little too needy. And I think that's why she said, if somebody's going to be honest with me and going to be truthful with me and going to be balanced with me, I think that's why she said that, because it's almost as if, somebody could be too needy to the point where they don't let you breathe and they don't let you be your own person or be yourself, like she doesn't want to do that again. So, I mean, I feel like the opportunity's there, but I'm not sure if this is going to be something that she's going to want. And it's like, not that he doesn't mean well, but it's just his personality. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's something that he wants too much, or could want too much, to the point where she starts to feel suffocated and starts to feel like she's being controlled, like she did when she was under her conservatorship. She doesn't want that type of energy anymore in her life. So it kind of depends on how this is going to go, really. And it may not end right away. Like I say, right now he's trying to make her happy. Right now he's going to be who he needs to be in order to keep this together. But I think for Britney, this may become too much. Like he may be too needy and may not be able to handle her independence, may not be able to handle her as the new Britney, if that makes sense. The Britney that's free, the Britney that is outside of that box. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to handle that. And we have the Tower card in reverse and the World card in reverse. Like there must be some kind of shakiness already in order for those two cards to come up. When those two cards come up to me in the reverse mode, there is somebody trying to manipulate the situation so change doesn't happen. So an ending doesn't come, you know. But I mean, inevitably it's going to come either way. It's just like a delaying of time. It's a delaying of time. So I just see like, I don't know. If he starts exhibiting the same energy that she was dealing with under that conservatorship, like I just don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know if it's gonna work. And like I don't know. Like I don't know if this is like partially her energy that's like kind of out there, or will kind of get out there, because like I said, it seems like she wants to take care of her mental health the way she wants to take care of it outside of a conventional box. So I don't know if she's still going to therapy. I don't know if she's still talking to a therapist or taking medication, but it just seems as if though, you know, she may not be, because she wants to do it on her own terms and kind of discover, you know, who Brittney is as a person now. So I don't know, but that's what I got out of the situation. Let me just ask one more question. How does Britney Spears feel about her relationship with her dad? Or how does Britney Spears feel about her dad? How does Britney Spears feel about her dad? You know, and it's kind of weird how I'm like, I feel like she's kind of directing this reading, and it's kind of like she keeps telling me pull from the top, pull from the bottom, pull from the top, pull from the bottom. And I kind of feel like that's how her mind is. It's kind of like two different wavelengths trying to like calibrate to be on the same page, you know what I mean? It's kind of how her mind is, like in a weird in a weird way. Just like one from the top, one from the bottom. Like shuffle like this, do it like that. Da, 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 da. Like I just feel like it's kind of like antsy, kind of like a little crazy, just a little crazy. But I feel like the way she does things is very unconventional. Like it just doesn't, you know, I don't know. So how she feels about her dad. We have the King of Swords in reverse. And then we have the Five of Swords in reverse. Like he just doesn't have any control over her anymore. I feel like he was a very manipulative, controlling person, very verbally abusive person, my way or no way type of person. This is somebody who uses other people to his advantage. Like this is a very smart person, okay? Like it's not like there's like a method to his madness, if that makes sense. But I will say this though. It's almost as if, okay, there was some exploitation here, right? But then there's also like this feeling of trying to help but exploiting at the same time. Like there's like a borderline. You can help someone, but then there's a part of exploiting someone and going overboard. And I definitely feel like that's where this went. Like it had some good intentions, but then it definitely went overboard. Overboard. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. Did he have favorites? Okay, so this is what I'm getting. There must have been some kind of favoritism here. I feel like, okay, so there was some kind of favoritism here. And I feel like maybe Brittney, in a sick way, was the favorite to him. And it just don't even make any sense because of how the treatment, right? But in some odd, sick way, like Brittney was the favorite one of his. And this was an odd, sick, kind of like controlling obsession. Because if he could control her and have this conservatorship over her, then he can keep her close to him as much as possible. And then you have, like, and this kind of resembles her to me too. You have Jamie Lynn Spears that's popping up in this reading too. So you have this Two of Swords, which I feel is Britney Spears, okay? And this Four of Cups, which I feel is Jamie Lynn. And then you have these two other cards. Oof. Well, I'll just put it like this. Okay, that's the three of them, if you ask me. That's like the energy that I'm getting, right? And I just feel like there was some kind of... She was jealous of Britney. I'm serious. Like, she was jealous of Britney. There was some kind of like tug of war between the two, the dad and Jamie Lynn, between Britney Spears. Like, it was just like a weird, fucking weird fetish ass relationship type situation, if you ask me. Like, the dad was overboard with Britney Spears. I don't even know if there... I don't even want to get into that because I don't even know if there was some kind of abuse outside of anyways, I don't know if there was any abuse outside of that, but outside of, you know, the conservatorship and just kind of like being controlling, I don't know if there was any kind of abuse outside of that, if y'all know what I mean, but I'm not going to even go there. And I feel like this obsession literally has been since childhood all the way up until now. Like, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. It's like he never wanted that to really end. So that's why this has gotten all the way up to where it is right now. So, we have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, he just... Like, is this controlling energy? Morning, noon, and night. Morning, noon, and night. Like, everything that she did. Morning, noon, and night. Like, just weird. This weird... obsessive energy. And it's like, to be honest, there was like this obsessive controlling energy over both of them, Jamie Lynn and Britney Spears. But it just seemed to be that Britney Spears was the favorite. I don't know if she was because she was the more talented one or whatever the case may be, but there is definitely like this obsession over the both of them and trying to make money off of the both of them. And it's like there's this mirror image between Jamie Lynn and Britney Spears. That's why they have kind of like they have this connection that's there. You know what I mean? They have this bond that's there, but there is some kind of animosity between the two. And see, you have this two of cups. This came up when I asked if Jamie Lynn and Britney Spears were going to, like, you know, hash out their differences. You know, that came out then too. I don't know. This is so dynamic. The relationships in this family is kind of like very, very dynamic. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of really weird in a way. And it's almost like they both were kind of controlled and really had this crazy upbringing. But it's like Jamie watched Britney kind of be put through all of this. So she knows. And it's not like it's not like Jamie Lynn didn't experience any of this either. It's just that Britney got the brunt of it because she was the favorite. I don't know. That is just really strange. I know it sounds weird, but that's like how it's coming off. But it's like Jamie Lynn watched this shit and saw it happening. But somewhere deep down, it was kind of like, I don't know, kind of like I said, it just feels like, there was some jealousy in there as well. And I don't know if there was some kind of pact between the two at some point in time. I don't know if there was like a pact between the two at some point in time since childhood. But I just really believe that they could come together, but I just think it's going to take some time. It really is. It's not going to happen overnight. Oh, y'all, this is at the hour mark. I'm going to leave this reading the way it is. If you guys enjoyed it, I appreciate y'all for staying around this long. Just like, comment, and let me know how you guys felt about that. But I will talk to you guys later.